Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is revoking the emissions rules. So the Department of Transportation, or the DOT, new Secretary Sean Duffy is taking action to remove stringent fossil fuel emission standards, which have been instituted by the Biden administration. In December 2023, the Biden administration, Department of Transportation, and the Federal Highway Administration finalized a rule that established a method to measure and report transportation-related greenhouse gas emissions. It was much more stringent, and also the elimination of the gasoline-powered vehicles was on their docket. And the rule required state-level agencies to establish targets for reducing carbon dioxide emissions from vehicles that are traveling on the nation's highways. These emissions targets were intended to become more stringent over time and eventually removing all gasoline-powered vehicles. That was their plan. But I'll tell you what to expect in the future, but first I want to remind you to like this video and subscribe to this channel to keep up with what's going on in your automotive world. The rule was set in place to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% to 52% by 2030. And this would be part of a plan to reach net zero emissions by no later than 2050. And that's according to the 2021 Biden White House fact sheet. As soon as Secretary Sean Duffy entered the office on day one, he rescinded the rule, and quote, "The rescission reflects the administration's commitment to unleashing American energy and to eliminating unlawful regulatory burdens," end quote. The DOT, Department of Transportation, said in a January 29th statement. Duffy also issued a memorandum related to, end quote, fixing the CAFE program, which is the corporate average fuel economy, known as CAFE standards, and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which is NHTSA, which would regulate the distance vehicles are required to travel per gallon of fuel. End quote, these fuel economy standards are set at such aggressive levels that automakers cannot, as a practical matter, satisfy the standards without rapidly shifting production away from internal combustion engines. The plan, as they say, and that is ICE, or internal combustion engine vehicles, to alternate to electric technologies, he stated. Duffy said that, end quote, artificially high fuel economy standards impose considerably large costs, which would render many new vehicle models unaffordable to the average American family and small business owner. Duffy directed the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to immediately begin reviewing and reconsidering all existing fuel economy standards moving forward. He proposed rescinding or replacing any fuel economy standards to bring the CAFE program into compliance with the Trump administration policy. Quote, "Under President Trump's leadership, we are focused on eliminating excessive regulations that have hindered economic growth, increased costs for American families, and prioritize far-left agendas over practical solutions," he said. "The American people deserve an efficient, safe, and pro-growth transportation system based on sound decision-making, not political ideologies. These actions will help us deliver that promise," end quote. Duffy also removed the previous secretary's Racist Roads program, which we've covered before, and is focused on helping consumers make their own choices in cars and lower costs. We also need to remove other unrealistic policies and laws such as kill switches, speed limiters, removing the power of the California Air Resources Board. We need to remove the waiver that gives them unreasonable power over all the other states. It's time to use common sense instead of political ideology when using policies to enhance Americans' prosperity. This is unreasonable the way it is, and I'm looking forward to some positive changes that affect all of us in a very good way. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.